Now I will discuss another topic with ChatGPT. Is ChatGPT ready?
That sounds like a plan. I'm looking forward to our next chat whenever you're ready. Until then, take care and have a great day.
Okay, my topic is how to set boundaries in relationship and stay true yourself.
Got it. That's a fantastic topic, and I'm excited to dive into it with you. Just let me know whenever you're ready, and we'll explore it together.
And my first question is what does setting boundaries mean to you?
Setting boundaries essentially means establishing clear limits on what is acceptable and what is not in your interactions with others. It's about protecting your own well being and maintaining a healthy, respectful relationship dynamic. This can include emotional boundaries, physical boundaries, and even time boundaries. It's all about ensuring that your needs and values are respected while still maintaining healthy connections with others.
Okay. Next question why do people sometimes struggle to say no?
There are a few reasons why people find it challenging to say no. Uh, Often it's rooted in a fear of disappointing others or a desire to be liked and avoid conflict. Sometimes it's about a sense of obligation or guilt, feeling that saying no might be selfish. There can also be a lack of confidence or fear of repercussions. Overcoming this involves recognizing your own needs and understanding that setting boundaries is actually a healthy and respectful choice.
How can setting boundaries help someone to stay true to their values and identity?
Absolutely. Saying no is a way of staying true to your values and priorities. It ensures that you're not overextending yourself and that you're making choices that align with what truly matters to you. Um, it also helps maintain your mental and emotional well being, which is essential for being able to show up as your authentic self. It can definitely be a powerful practice.
What are common signs that a person lacks health boundaries in their relationship?
That's a great point. When someone struggles with setting boundaries, it can lead to feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and even resentful, which definitely impacts mental and physical health. It can cause anxiety, burnout, and even affect sleep. It's definitely important to find that balance and prioritize self care. If you ever want to explore more strategies on setting boundaries or anything else, I'm here to help.
Why do relationship, family, friends, romantic sometimes become complicated with boundaries are introduced?
Boundaries can definitely be tricky in relationships because there are often strong emotions, histories, and expectations involved. With family and friends, there can be a fear of having feelings or causing conflict, and sometimes people have different expectations of what's acceptable. Additionally, boundaries can sometimes be seen as rejection, even when they're meant to be protective and healthy. It takes up in communication and a lot of empathy to navigate these complexities, but it's definitely possible and worth it in the long run.
How can someone communicate a boundary clearly without hurting the other person?
Clear communication about boundaries is definitely key, and it can be done with kindness and empathy. The key is to be honest, but also considerate. You can use I statements to express your needs without placing blame, like saying, I feel more comfortable when, or I need some space for. It also helps to show appreciation for the other person's understanding and to reassure them that your boundaries are about taking care of yourself, not about rejecting them. It can be a delicate balance, but it's definitely possible and can strengthen relationships in the long run.
What fears stop people from creating strong boundaries?
There are a few common fears that can hold people back from setting strong boundaries. One major fear is the fear of rejection or abandonment, worrying that the other person might pull away if they set limits. Another fear is the fear of conflict, where people avoid boundaries to keep the peace, even if it means sacrificing their own needs. There's also a fear of being perceived as selfish or not being good enough. And sometimes people fear that setting boundaries might lead to a loss of connection or intimacy. It can take a bit of practice and self-reflection, and it's definitely worth it for healthy relationships.
How can someone communicate a boundary clearly without hurting the other person?
One of the best ways to communicate boundaries clearly and kindly is to use a gentle and respectful approach. You can start by expressing appreciation and emphasizing the positive intentions behind your boundary, using I statements like saying, I feel more comfortable when, or I need this for my well-being, helps keep the focus on your experience rather than placing any blame. Also being empathetic and reassuring the other person that your boundary doesn't mean you care any less can go a long way. Ultimately, follow that honesty with kindness.
What is the difference between boundary and a wall?
Absolutely. It's all about striking that balance between being honest about your needs and being considerate of the other person's feelings. Over time, as you consistently communicate boundaries with kindness, it usually leads to stronger and more understanding relationships. If you ever want to explore more on this topic, just let me know. That's a great question. You can usually tell that a boundary is well placed and healthy if it helps you feel respected, safe, and comfortable. It should reduce stress rather than increase it. If you notice that the boundary leads to a sense of peace and clarity, and the relationship still feels supportive, and it's likely a good one. On the other hand, if you feel guilt, resentment, or discomfort, it might be a sign that the boundary needs a little tweaking. It's all about finding that balance that honors your needs while maintaining healthy connections.
How can self awareness help in recognizing your personal limits?
All noted. I'm really glad you're interested in this topic, and I'm here whenever you want to dive deeper into it. Just let me know.
Okay, my next question: what role does self respect play in setting boundaries?
Self respect is actually a cornerstone of setting healthy boundaries. When you respect yourself, you honor your own needs, values, and well being. And that naturally translates into setting boundaries to protect you. It helps you communicate your limits confidently and with kindness. And it also means that you're more likely to enforce those boundaries consistently. Ultimately, self respect ensures that you're taking care of yourself, which is essential for healthy relationships.
How can someone stay true to themselves even if other pressure them to change their boundaries?
That's a really important aspect. One of the key ways to maintain your boundaries is to practice self awareness and stay consistent. When you have a clear understanding of your own values and limits, it becomes easier to communicate them confidently. It also helps to have a supportive environment where people respect your boundaries, and if they don't, gently reinforcing them can help. Over time, this practice really strengthens your ability to stay true to yourself without feeling pressured.
Okay, my next question: how can someone stay true to themselves even if others pressure them to change their boundaries?
Staying true to yourself in the face of pressure can definitely be challenging, but it helps to keep a few things in mind. First, remind yourself of why the boundary is important to you and the value it brings to your well-being. It can also help to surround yourself with supportive people who respect your choices. Practicing self-compassion is also key, as it helps you stay grounded and confident. And remember that it's okay to take small steps and be patient with yourself as you reinforce those boundaries. Over time, it becomes more and empowering.
Thanks, ChatGPT. I understand about boundaries and relationship. I discuss another topic with you after some time.
I'm really glad you found it helpful. Whenever you're ready for our next chat, just let me know.